Good afternoon. I'm Pacquiao and this is One News Now. Tropical Depression Agathon has slightly weakened over the coastal waters of Leyte. Pag-asa says it was last spotted off the coast of Tanawan, Leyte, with wind speeds of up to 45 kilometers per hour and gustiness of up to 60 kilometers per hour. Agathon is forecast to slowly loop in the vicinity of Leyte and Samar before emerging over the Philippine Sea by Tuesday. The State Weather Bureau says it will likely remain a tropical depression and could further weaken by Wednesday. But for now, heavy rains are expected over these areas, which are under Tropical Cyclone Wind Signal number 1. And some parts of Leyte are still submerged in floodwaters after the heavy rains brought by Tropical Depression Agathon. Some vehicles were not able to pass the national highway in Mayorga. Residents there also brought their pets and livestock along with them as they evacuated. In Javier, Leyte, several vehicles, including some rescue units, were stranded along the highway going to Abuyog. Houses in Baybay City were also submerged in floodwaters, forcing residents to leave. Presidential candidate and Senator Manny Pacquiao takes his campaign to Zamboanga. Let's get the details from Mon Gualvez, who joins us live from Dipolog City. Hi Mon, good afternoon. What's the latest from Zamboanga for Team Pacquiao?
Sean, Senator Manny Pacquiao will go around Zamboanga Peninsula for 3 days to campaign, and his first stop is here in Dipolog City. Since early morning, many residents here are already waiting for Pacquiao. Despite the extreme heat, Pacquiao visited Dipolog City Public Market. However, he was not able to talk to vendors and some customers as they were pressed for time. That's why he just waved his hand to all the people who swarmed their vehicle. The presidential candidate will also hold a motorcade in the area and a meeting with Christian pastors here. Pacquiao has appealed to Christian groups to back his presidency for the upcoming polls. He's also set to pay a courtesy visit to Zamboanga del Norte Governor Roberto Uy and other local government officials. Sean, from Zamboanga del Norte, the Team Pacquiao will cross over the cities of Oroquieta and Ozamis in Misamis Occidental before they go to Zamboanga del Sur, especially in Pagadian City, as they end their Zamboanga leg. Sean?
All right, thank you so much for those updates. That was Mon Gualvez reporting to us live from Dipolog City in Zamboanga. Thank you, Mon. We'll be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Meralco Bolts have regained the series lead after beating Ginebra in Game 3 of the Governor's Cup Finals. Marty Bautista with that story.
The Meralco Bolts storming back from a 13.
The PBA Governor's Cup Finals resumed Sunday night with the Meralco Bolts gaining a series advantage after defeating Barangay Ginebra in Game 3, 83-74. The win gave the Bolts a 2-1 series lead, inching them closer to their first ever title. Meralco trailed by as many as 13 points early in the game, but clawed their way back behind stifling defense. The Gin Kings were held scoreless in the last 5.5 minutes of the game. Import Tony Bishop led the way for Meralco with 30 points, 16 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. Chris Newsom added 20 and 11 boards, while Alain Maliksi was the other Bolt in double figures with 10.
We came out in the second half and was able to fight back hard. And we showed our aggressiveness and our physicality in the second half.
Head coach Norman Black says he inspired the team by telling a Ron Jacobs story at halftime.
I remember I was telling them a story about how I remember Ron Jacobs, the great coach Ron Jacobs, telling me that if you shoot a very high percentage in the first half and you're only up a few points, that's not very good because the other team certainly has a chance of coming back. So.
For Ginebra, Justin Brownlee was limited to 19 points on 8 of 21 shooting. This was a far cry from his 30-plus point average in the first 2 games of the series. Christian Stan Hardinger, L.A. Tenorio, and Scotty Thompson all scored in double figures. But it wasn't enough to get Ginebra the win.
We got a little bit selfish, weren't moving the ball, and I think most of all we just had tired legs. We were really tired mentally.
PBA action continues this Wednesday, April 13 at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. For News 5, Marty Bautista. We are One News.
And here's a quick look at today's other top stories. The Supreme Court has ordered the Sandigan Bayan to drop former First Gentleman Mike Arroyo from the graft case involving the alleged anomalous purchase of helicopters from 2009 to 2010. The High Court said prosecutors failed to provide sufficient evidence to back its claim of conspiracy involving the former First Gentleman. The MMDA will suspend the number coding scheme this week, starting tomorrow, Holy Tuesday, until Good Friday. The agency says this will allow commuters to travel ahead of the expected inflow of people that are headed back to their provinces. And oil companies are expected to cut pump prices tomorrow. Diesel will be cheaper by 35 centavos per liter, while a 1 peso per liter rollback is in the works for gasoline. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.